Hello, I'm Katerina Lariggio and I was the creative producer of the MK Skate project, which was a project we started in June 2019. So far, we have done an oral history project with the Living Archives Milton Keynes. We have done film work, we've done photography, we've done an outdoor exhibition and an indoor exhibition at the Centre MK Shopping Centre. We have a book currently being printed, which is very exciting and will be on sale from December onwards. We topped up 1,600 volunteer hours so far, so we're grateful to all our supporters.
Milton Keynes has a unique place in the history of skateboarding in the UK. I wouldn't say that street skateboarding emerged from Milton Keynes, but I think it had a huge impact on it. As the new culture of street skateboarding emerged from the streets in California, we looked around ourselves growing up in a new city and realised that some of the terrain was quite similar. Skateboarding relies on having smooth surfaces to skateboard on. Many older cities have far less to offer in terms of terrain. Because Milton Keynes is literally a new town, it had lots of brand new surfaces to offer us and those willing to explore it. So there are, of course, other new towns in the UK, but I think that Milton Keynes has got a special place. It just had the right architecture at the right time in skateboarding history.
MK Skate hasn't just been designed to appeal to skaters. We've also put it together in a way to try and make it appeal to the wider public. We've done that through various community events like the skateboard fashion workshops that we ran in the half term. And I think also the indoor exhibition in the Centre MK is a really good example of that. It brings together all the stories collected in the oral histories, along with the photos, the videos, and all the objects to form this beautiful presentation of the MK Skate story. And it's all been done by skaters, which is amazing, really.
It was really, really important that the project was authentic. It had to be skater-led, and everyone we worked with was a skateboarder.
For me, it was years of misrepresentation, from the outside looking into skateboarding, and it needs to be what we see and what we think and how we are. That was the most important thing. At first I was surprised. I was like, oh my God, they've actually nailed it. It's something I'm proud of that we've all put together.
Having everyone together and everyone working together, really, that was incredible. People being able to filter that passion and that ownership through the project in a way that felt quite democratic. Crazy that it sort of came out so well. It looked like it was the product of one person's mind, I think.
Moss, you were our filmmaker making the oral histories with Living Archives Milton Keynes. What did you learn about Milton Keynes?
It was really just interesting to interview people and edit their videos from before my time. I particularly found Steve Martin's interview interesting to film and edit because we decided he was pretty much the oldest, one of the original skateboarders from Milton Keynes as far as we could tell. And they were really involved straight away in the newspaper. They're trying to get skate parks built, things like that. So right from the beginning, skateboarders are really practical, pragmatic people, and they always try and get stuff done.
For people who don't know Milton Keynes, there's different routes for traffic and for pedestrians, and the pedestrian route takes you under the road route. And they're really important spaces for the skateboarders because it's a place they could go and skate when it was raining, and they've got good ledges and they're important to the skate story as well. So we created through Neil Bowen and Zip Design these huge 8-metre long vinyl spreads which told the story of famous spots, of famous people, of really exciting and interesting things which had happened close to the places where the exhibition panels were displayed. When you build new towns and new spaces, the way people populate them and inhabit them is really important and really interesting. And it's that fantastic relationship between the city and its skaters that the project really tells.
For me, I originally just got involved with the project as a volunteer. I didn't realise that there was an opportunity to design anything. It's this kind of subculture that's kind of lived alongside the growth of Milton Keynes, and so, you know, 30 odd years, it's got every right to be part of, you know, the history of Milton Keynes. It's just not necessarily the sort of usual history of somewhere, you know. It's actually about people and how they sort of interact with a new city, you know. If you come to Milton Keynes, if you know about Milton Keynes, it's all about grids, and part of, if you like, mirroring Milton Keynes through the design was to create a kind of grid structure. We've stripped it back and we've kept it quite simple and bold, you know, in the way that, if you like, the original architecture of Milton Keynes is simple and bold.
I think the legacy of the MK Skate project will come in many forms. So there's a very tangible form of the archive and the book, which 200, 300 years time, people will be able to access material and know that story. And also I hope there's a legacy about people's understanding of history and heritage and what that means. And you know, there's lots of histories out there which have always been told from a very particular viewpoint. And we need to be changing those histories for everyone. There's so many communities have been excluded from heritage programmes, and we really hope that Milton Keynes Skate will encourage other communities to come forward with their stories.